Hey YouTube Aringos! Welcome back to my CS590 Timberwolf hard start, no start follow-up video. So listen, I've gotten a lot of responses, a lot of views, a lot of thank yous, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you for liking my stuff. And I've had a lot of questions on why in God's name am I draining the fuel out of this thing? Why must I do this? Why drain the fuel out? That's a damn good question. I'll tell you why. The main problem with this saw overall is the ignition switch. It's too small. It's overlooked. So a fouling condition is going to occur when you overlook the switch, don't turn it on, and start pulling the recoil starter. You're going to flood the cylinder down right away. And if you apply my fix without draining the fuel, inevitably, this has happened to me, and I'm an relatively experienced saw person. I did the fix and I started pulling it, set the choke, set the chain brake, started pulling it, and guess what? 5, 6, 7 pulls, no start. I look down, and guess what? The ignition switch is off. So I'm pulling it back apart again to oil the cylinder down again. So I thought, well, geez, I'll just drain the fuel out of it. And I did that, and then guess what? I did the fix, and I again forgot to turn the switch on because you just don't see it, you don't notice it. It's very 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 small, and that's why I recommend drain the tank, because if you drain the tank, forget the switch, you're not filling the cylinder down again. And again, if you just follow my video the best you can, and once you get this properly back in, and you turn the switch on and just pull it a couple times to see what happens. It's probably going to cough a little bit because there will be some fuel in the transfer ports in the cylinder, because it's two-stroke obviously. So as the piston moves down, it expels the exhaust and draws the airflow mixture into the transfer port, which is on the side of the cylinder. There's going to be fuel down there, so if it coughs a little bit, you're on the right track. Then add a little bit of fuel, full choke, or half choke at this point, because it coughed, and start as normal. Again, other questions I had were, should I apply your fix and then not use the choke to start it, or go full choke again? I'm afraid I'll reflood it. Yeah, use the choke, full choke. After the fix is applied, go ahead and set the choke as you would normally, full choke, pull it, turn the switch on, of course, turn the ignition switch on, pull it, you get a little half cough out of it, add the fuel, a little fuel, and go, half choke, and then fire it off. Yes, use the full choke, because it's going to be cold. The cylinder will be cold, and it won't atomize fuel very well. The choke is going to enrich it enough to get it started. I mean, once you get the oil in the cylinder, it's going to go and run fine, start fine, and as long as you don't forget to turn that switch on before you start it. Now, I got into the habit of actually, when I store the saw, when I put it away on the shelf, I turn the switch on. I just click it on, and that way, when I come to it in the future, I'm not flooding the cylinder out again. But I'll tell you what, when I bought this saw, I bought it brand new. It wouldn't start because of the switch, and I didn't know that at the time. I returned it to Home Depot, got another saw, same thing. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on here? And I almost gave up on Echo. I almost said, you know what, I'm going to get a steel, screw this Echo. And then I happened to look down at the little tiny switch, and it was off. And I'd just been pulling. I was so frustrated. So then I made the video, got all my great views, and all the people that are thrilled that this works. And so I'm just following up to let you guys know why I'm adamant about the fuel draining thing. I think that's the best way to do it. What do you think? Let me know. Alright, I'll see you then.